Let me see when it starts. Okay, once again, you're watching Dead TV Live, and I'm doing an interview with, now let's see, drone, wait.
The telstar sound drone. The telstar sound
Telstar sound drone, I'm sorry. I actually got it right on the Facebook. So anyways, the first question I ask is, don't worry about that freezing up, it'll get going. The first question I asked was if they had a record, and you said,
yeah, we have an EP and we're going in the studio.
You're going in the studio, they're about ready to record. When did you guys start?
Started about, yeah, 4 years ago. Yeah.
Well,
we go way back with him as well.
Ralph told me that you guys swapped out vocals for guitar duties or something, or that was...
Yeah, I used to be the vocalist, and then I couldn't
do both.
No, exactly. Or communicate.
Yeah.
It does have to be back at one, you know.
So what got you into music? Like the idea of playing music publicly, like in a band first. What was the first band or something that you said, man, maybe I want to do that too?
I don't know. Yeah, I started playing guitar when I was quite young because my dad had a guitar.
Okay, so your dad liked music. What kind of stuff did your dad listen to?
You know, Creedence.
Oh, cool.
And
that could be worse, right?
Deep Purple.
Could be like
and stuff. So
we're just doing an interview, Roses. Cool. And so, were all your parents supportive? Like, did you start playing music young, like me too? When did you start playing electric guitar or whatever?
It started with the acoustic on the toilet.
Okay.
So I nearly got hemorrhoids from it because I played 2 hours in a row. Like,
Oh, yeah,
just in the toilet.
Because I thought you were being like just jackass style, humor for a minute. I was like, okay, what's this hemorrhoid stuff? And then you're like, yeah, I actually played so much in my bathroom that I got hemorrhoids. Yeah. Wow. See, there's a level of commitment there. That's a good story.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Actually, Sean didn't play electric guitar before we. Mads and him went to some sort of school and both dropped out, by the way. But we needed an extra guitar player and he could play the acoustics. We thought, yeah, bring him in. He started on acoustics.
Wow, that's phenomenal.
Then he bought it, the electric guitar, and then we forced him to buy an electric guitar. Too much fees.
Wow. Okay, so the next thing is, you guys ever go to Malmo or any of the towns just across the bridge or the tunnel?
No.
We still need an invitation.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Pretty much ready.
Have you been networking with maybe some bands from Sweden that want to come here or something?
Not really. No, not
just a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe.
The Dioholics. Yeah, sure, the Dioholics.
You guys would probably go good even with this guys that are always hanging out on the show. They've got a little band called Fine Arts Showcase or something, but they're always bouncing around too, and their sound keeps changing. But what I'm talking about is bands on, so it isn't like, oh, I'm opening up for this big deal thing. More like bands on the same level, so you guys can, you don't get treated like shit. This isn't like a 30-minute set. You can relax. It's just a concert.
Yeah, the double comes in.
And then the band that's playing after you tonight, they're from Hagen. That's another thing. Is, you gotta introduce yourself to Ollie and come to Berlin and borrow equipment. It makes it easier, to make it happen.
Sure.
See, if you can get that done, that's why you want to network. Of course, I'm like Mr. Do-It-Yourself and with always helping like people. The reason why I do that is because you treat music like a environment. See, there'll never be a Brian Jonestown Massacre record store. Or just like, hope a set stays open with just me coming like once every 2 years or something. That's not the way it works. You need everything to happen.
Yeah.
So that's why it's stupid as it seems. It's like in your best interest, business and artistically, to actually help people too. So many bands are like, I don't help anybody. I'm just showing my tricks or some shit. Well, you guys seem to have like the hardest part already taken care of, which is like, what do you do with E and A? You find your own little twist, right?
I've been working with those a long time.
Very good course. So.
But people that like go to conservatory that look at a piano, they just like look at it and they go, what am I gonna do now? Like it's, after you know it, it's like easier to write in your head than to actually touch a guitar because you're like, I've touched everything. But okay, so then How often do you guys play like shows in town? Is it competitive, hard to get gigs here?
It can be
Yeah.
Do you go to the other cities in Denmark? A
Yeah.
little bit?
a little bit. There's
Yeah.
not much
No,
many cities to play at. And then
we haven't really been ready to tour yet because we had,
Big
want to
event.
make an album and all that, So yeah, it's
Yeah,
been
but actually-
You guys make YouTubes and stuff, just goofing around for your songs and stuff?
we did.
Cool. Yeah, that's the way to go. All that stuff, like anything you can do, just getting out there. So then you're saving up, or you know somebody with a little studio or something?
I guess we have 2 days, and then we need to get some money.
You do more.
We
That
played,
works.
we played Roskilde in 2009,
Fucking great.
and then the guy that drove us is owning a studio called
Back
Tornado,
tornado, yeah.
Cool.
and he like gave us 2 days
Yeah.
if he could get a wristband,
Yeah.
go to the fest.
So we're
that's
adding
2
on
days.
to those 2 days.
It's a beginning.
You better take him up before
Maybe the cable for the projector.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can we wait 2 minutes? We're doing an interview.
I can get it.
This is a little one.
Should I go?
Yeah, it's okay. You know, this is casual. But, so are there little labels or anything that people doing, like independent labels in Denmark? Anybody trying to make little records? You know, I'm really good friends with Sina and Sharon from Raven Eggs. I know a lot of people, musicians, but they're on a different level. Those guys are like international, play for the princess and all that shit, you know? Yeah, for the wedding.
Oh, wow.
For the party.
No idea.
There's
I
a
guess-
couple like Orpheus Records and Bad Afro Records and Subsuburban new label.
Very cool.
Those guys.
My friends had a really cool record shop here for just like a little while, 12-tone R, but it didn't work out. Boy, it's getting smoky. This interview's about over, right? Okay, well, thank you guys a lot. Oh, well, let me see if there's one question from the chat room. Let me see if the chat room's even frozen, because I think the Wi-Fi is sketchy right here, maybe, or something. Okay, now it's still going. Okay, are you guys stuff available on iTunes yet? Have you even thought about that for your EP?
No.
You know, now in iTunes, I don't work for them. And it's kind of a weird deal. I think them wanting 50% for fucking having some India guy put in 1 billion songs at a time. You know, they pay him 6 cents. It's kind of a little bit of a ripoff because they don't do that fucking work. You know, and then if you sign with a label, then it's like you're getting like it's the worst deal ever. Somebody's already taking 50%, and then you're talking about getting 10%. Split it up with your band. But besides that, you can just as a band sign up and have your music on iTunes now. They didn't let that happen before. They didn't want like every lesbian, every 4-track guy to do it. Now they don't care. So what you need to do is between that, it's like get your stuff there, but then like work on once you get even your EP, man. Have your friends just make weird videos, get your name out there, then your iTunes or whatever. You know, if you own all the copyright, like even the visuals somehow, you know, if it's either old stuff in the EU, anything over 50 years old, you can use it. Any of the old French movies, any shit.
That's
50 years.
That's what he does.
They're like archives.
Yeah, but then you have to race to do something different to it, so then they put it back in the copyright. But so what I'm saying is, if you don't use other people's stuff, then that can be connected to iTunes through your page, and you can get paid for each play on YouTube. So then you just make up silly things and post those things everywhere. You know, just getting your shit out there. Because record labels is such a weird thing now. But then, if you don't understand how it works, even as it's changing by yourself, then you're super fucked. At least it's those guys are trying to figure out how they do it, the different ways to do it in the new way. They don't know. But you know what I mean? At least you have somebody else trying to figure out what really gets.